Hi, welcome to the Tennis.com U.S. Open Daily Report. I'm Peter Bodo here with the most esteemed coach in tennis, Nick Bollettieri. Today, I think there's only one topic we're going to cover. We're going to talk about the girl who lit the U.S. Open on fire yesterday, Victoria Duval, 17-year-old girl. Remarkably interesting story of her background of Haitian descent. Nick, you've been working with her quite a bit. Really give us a background on your relationship with Victoria.
Well, first of all, we heard about Vicky, and she was up in the Atlanta area. And she came down to the academy, and I looked at her and heard the story about the whole family, the hurricane, what happened to their daddy, and became very interested. So IMG and myself, we gave her a full scholarship. But they didn't have any money. Mom was terrific. Dad was back in Haiti, could not work. Had two super brothers. So two of my very close friends, will just tell you the first names, Betsy and Mark, came to the rescue and were able to help them out, get them a place to live. And I began working with Vicky. Of course, Vicky on the court, pop, 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 but her voice is, "Hi, Nick, how you doing?" So today we even had some people calling us, wanting to give her voice lessons, Peter. But this is the thing on Vicky. She's going to be a tall girl. She's about 5'11", now close to 6 feet. She's getting stronger. And I built a game around a big forehand, a very consistent two-handed backhand. She's improving her serve, and she's very much at home up at the net. And she has a very good temperament on the court. She's a very kind person. And yesterday, my good friend Mary Jo said to me, "Nick, what's going to happen in this match?" And I said, this young girl is going to be special, but watch out for that big forehand, and if her serve doesn't falter, it will be one heck of a match.
There is some talk about her serve. You know, she's clearly going to be a big girl. Some people have said they're surprised her serve isn't stronger than it is. Is that something that's going to change? Is that something you're working on? What's the status on it?
Well, you know, she's been down at the USDA for the last year. She came back to the academy last week. She sort of serves with her whole arm, Peter. It's an arm serve. I believe in time she can get more pronation, reach up and get a little braver. Where she gets a little frightened, the elbow comes down first rather than that racket head pronation. But I'm sure that that will catch up with the rest of the game. Because remember, keep in mind, she is only 17 years old. Now, Peter, let's go back a few years when Oden came here to the Open, set the world on fire, and everybody said, "Wow, wow." But look what happened. I believe that the Duval family are a very conservative family, and they will not rush things. Funny story, I saw him today, and last night, Mrs. Duval said that her daughter was cuddled up in her arm because she was so nervous, so nervous. And of course, they were all huddled into one room, and I said after last night's match, heck, they could have a suite now.
Right.
But they're very kind people, and I believe the next 2, 3, 4 years, if you don't rush her, I believe Vicky has the potential to be an outstanding player.
Nick, is there ever a danger in a player getting this kind of a breakthrough? You mentioned Melanie Oudin, great. Some people see it as a cautionary tale. Other people say, well, you know, she exceeded what she was destined to do, so it was all gravy. What do you think? Can this hurt the girl, or is it all good?
Well, first of all, back in the 80s and 90s, when we had so many of the good young ones, all of them were getting pretty darn good at a young age, Peter. Today, that does not happen. So when you do get somebody that springs out in the Open at 17, 18 years old, 259 in the world, that's big news. However, that could be dangerous moves too. This is when the support team is so important, and if she's managed, slow down, take one step at a time. And remember, it's all up to the team that surrounds her right now, because very few people can make the big time today before 22, 23 years old.
Words of wisdom from a man who sounds like he's been through this kind of thing before. I'm Peter Bodo with Nick Bollettieri for Tennis.com.